I'm a hustler on a mission. Grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission. Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens.
Yo, what's good? What's the deal going on, y'all? I am Capital. This is Home Meat TV, Hustlers on a Mission every day. We in the lit house. Whatever you do, make sure you keep the light within you shining bright. You feel me? Fuck that shade. Get paid. That's every single motherfucking day. Feel me? And we back for another real nigga reaction. Remember, you know what I'm saying? Remember, real niggas do what they want to do. Bitch niggas do what they can. Hoe ass niggas gonna talk about it and fuck niggas gonna hate. Regardless, nigga. I promise you that shit. So do your shit to the fullest, nigga. You feel me? Alright. Now, let me get right. So there's been so much shit going on in the world, right? So much shit going on in my life and y'all life. In the country life. In your woman life. They got her tripping. There's so much going on in the stars and the universe. What the fuck? You know, let me get right quick. God damn it. Shit fucking with me right now. Okay, see you. I forgot I got my shit set up. Hold up. Alright. But yeah, man, it's a lot of people going through shit in their relationship issues. Like, I don't know if it's the holidays, if it's the stars or whatever they will be saying, retrograde and shit. I don't know what it is. You feel me? Who knows? But I know a lot of my niggas been going through some shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And it always seems to happen around the same time. I'm not even involved like in a relationship like that. And I almost went through some shit. The bitch got feeling like, hold on, we finna slow this down right now. What the fuck? It ain't even no reason for you to be. You really, you know, it ain't no reason for you to be feeling how you feeling or whatever. You feel me? Yeah, it ain't no reason for that. And now you making it awkward, and I don't feel safe no more. So now I came across something. We finna get into the real nigga reaction. Uh, I, I feel like this gonna be able to help a lot of us. You feel me? A lot of my niggas that's going through this shit because it ain't us, bro. It's the star. I don't know what it is. It ain't us though. It might be one of these. One of these. We finna get into it right now. Solomon warned us about these motherfuckers. You feel me? And they say Solomon was the most wisest person ever created, like to ever walk the earth. He's supposed to be the most wisest motherfucker to ever walk the earth, right? So we should be able to learn something, pick up something, if you know what I'm saying. Pick up something from this in some type of way. Definitely. Let's see. Hold on, man. What the fuck going on with my shit, man? Hold on, man, cause this ain't how this supposed to go, man. This is not how this supposed to go, baby. All right, let's go ahead and put this where this at. All right, I don't know what this supposed to be. My fault, y'all. We finna get this together because something was wrong. Something was terribly wrong. We're gonna go ahead and that. All right, we done. We almost there. All right, we go should save that. Layout 3, what layout 2 is that? And now I want to bring out all my layouts. Anyways, glitches in the system happen, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? We roll with the punches. And we finna get into this right here. This wisdom that all my niggas could use right now.
King Solomon's warning about women. In a world
Message.
where relationships often seem to be at the center of everything, King Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, gave us some timeless and crucial advice about women. But what exactly did he mean when he warned about the dangers and the power of women in his writings? Is it a cautionary tale of the downfall of men, or is there something deeper to learn about relationships, wisdom, and God's design for love and marriage? Let's dive into King Solomon's powerful warnings and discover what they teach us about love, temptation, and the path to true wisdom. King Solomon is widely recognized for his wisdom, and his writings in Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Solomon provide rich insight into how we should live, love, and navigate relationships. Solomon, who had many wives and concubines,
Many.
understood the complexities of human relationships, especially
Let's
between
say
men and women.
legend has it. Legend has it. Solomon had over 700 women, wives and concubines combined. I wanted to say they said 700 wives. I don't know. We finna legend has it. I don't know.
While his wisdom shines in many areas, he also gave stern warnings about the
That's a lot of fucking fucking.
potential pitfalls of relationships, particularly those that involve temptation, seduction, and the dangers of unwise romantic choices. Solomon's warnings aren't meant to undermine women, but rather to provide insight into how relationships can either lift us closer to God or lead us astray.
Right.
His wisdom is about safeguarding our hearts, our marriages, and our lives from the destructive power that unwise relationships can bring. Let's explore King Solomon's most powerful warnings and what they mean for us today. Number 1. The dangers of the seductive woman. King Solomon doesn't mince words when warning about the seductive woman. In Proverbs 5:3-5, he speaks directly about the dangers of adultery and the temptations that come from a woman who leads a man into sin. For the lips of a forbidden woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Proverbs 5:3-4, ESV.
That means be aware of the bitch that's cool with you cheated on your bitch with her. This is why niggas get caught cheating more than women, because the woman gets an anyway, we're not gonna get to it. But anyway, pay attention, niggas.
Here, Solomon paints a vivid picture of the allure of temptation, the smooth, sweet words that may seem appealing at first, but ultimately lead to destruction. The seductive woman, in Solomon's view, represents all that entices a person away from the path of righteousness and into sin. Solomon warns that what seems sweet on the outside will eventually lead to bitterness and regret. Solomon's warning isn't just for men, but for all of us who face temptation. Whether it's the allure of
That's real as fuck. Boy, you ever fuck with a bitch, you be like, man, I ain't finna fuck with this bitch no more. And you fuck with the bitch, you end up fucking with the bitch again, then you regret it. That's what the fuck he talking about. So basically,
instant gratification or the
for
subtle
example,
pull of disobedience, we must recognize the dangers that lurk in such temptations. Number 2, the foolish woman who tears down her home. In Proverbs 14:1, Solomon writes, "The wise woman builds her house, but the foolish pulls it down with her hands." Proverbs 14:1, NKJV. This warning emphasizes the incredible influence that women have in a household. A wise woman, filled with the fear of the Lord, builds up her home with love, wisdom, and respect. In contrast, a foolish woman, driven by pride, bitterness, or selfishness, can tear down everything that was once good.
we finna run that back. Let's take that back, boy. We got to visit that.
This warning emphasizes the incredible influence that women have in a household. A wise woman, filled with the fear of the Lord, builds up her home with love, wisdom, and respect. In contrast, a foolish woman, driven by pride, bitterness, or selfishness, can tear down everything that was once good.
Pride, bitterness, and selfishness. Pride, bitterness, and selfishness. The bitterness and the selfishness. I'm not really too concerned about the pride, because the pride, you won't when you raise your kid, you want them to have some type of pride about it. So like be prideful. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit like that. So, but the bitterness and the selfishness. The thing is, you can notice the bitterness in a woman, especially if you're dealing with like the bitter shit, the bitterness. They would never, they ain't finna own up to none of that shit. But the selfishness, a lot of you could tell you been self. They gonna own up to being self. They know they're selfish. The ones that admit it, and you notice the bitterness in them bitches, bitch, get the fuck away. I'm telling you right now, bro. I know from experience, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, get the fuck away fast as possible, nigga. Get out.
This principle applies not only to marriage, but to all relationships.
Get
Solomon's
out.
wisdom encourages women to use their influence in a positive way, building others up and leading by example. It's a reminder to all of us, whether male or female, that our actions and attitudes in relationships can either contribute to peace and unity or foster division and destruction.
Right. And that's exactly what it's all about, creating a positive impact today and later. Let's not forget that I am Mr. Capital, Mr. Create a Positive Impact today and later. I am Capital. Mr. Create a Positive Impact today and later. You feel me? Fuck them haters. Get your paper straight like that. And that's exactly what my whole mission is, dog. Creating a positive impact today and later, bro. Fuck this negative shit, you feel me? That shit just it's detrimental to the mission. And it's making the mission seem impossible, but god damn it.
Number 3,
It's
the
still
danger of a woman who
on
is
a
loud
mission
and
every
stubborn.
day.
In Proverbs 21:9, Solomon warns, "It is better to live in a corner of the housetop than in a house shared with a quarrelsome wife." Proverbs 21:9, ESV. This passage speaks to the destructive power of a quarrelsome or stubborn woman.
Yeah, I just got all work, so I'm getting my word. I got a message. I was like, man, I'm finna do something. This shit came across my shit. I'm like, I'm finna pull some shit up. We finna go over this. Finna get my little word in since I was working all Sunday. I'm off
Solomon isn't
about it.
saying that women are inherently
I just
quarrelsome,
got off.
but rather he warns against the dangers of pride, constant contention, and a spirit of resistance within the home. A woman who is constantly in conflict with her husband or family can bring unnecessary strife and division. In the context of a Christian marriage, Solomon's advice encourages us all, both men and women, to strive for humility, peace, and understanding. A home filled with love and mutual respect fosters an atmosphere where both partners can grow and flourish in their relationship with God and each other. Number 4, the allure of a woman who is an idol of beauty. Solomon speaks about the fleeting nature of beauty in Proverbs 31:30. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears
Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain. Charm is deceitful, nigga. That charm and shit, them hoes be trying to put on you, man. Them hoes them hoes deceiving you at the same time, nigga. You gotta read between the lines, man. Like, for real. That reminds me of somebody that been trying to charm the shit out of me recently. She been doing real good too. I ain't gonna lie. She been doing real good. I flipped the coin in front of her and said the coin gonna decide if you gotta wait or not. The universe has yet to let me down. I let myself down by not listening to the universe. When I listen to the motherfucking goddamn it, everything be okay.
fears the Lord is to be praised. Proverbs 31:30, ESV.
Okay.
While beauty can be a gift from God, it is not eternal. Solomon cautions against placing too much value on outward appearance, as it can be deceptive and fleeting. The woman who truly captures a man's heart is not one who depends solely on her external beauty, but one who fears the Lord and lives a life of wisdom, grace, and virtue. In our modern world, where physical beauty is often idolized, Solomon's wisdom reminds us that true beauty comes from within, a heart that loves and reveres God. This should be the standard by which we measure relationships rather than superficial attractions. Number 5. The wise woman who supports her husband.
My daughter is being treated for leukemia.
We're gonna pray for that little baby. I don't really want to hear the rest of it, but we're gonna pray for every little baby going through something. They innocent.
Proverbs 31, 11, 12.
They innocent, and usually it's the bullshit with these vaccines, with these agendas in the healthcare, like. One of my favorite movies was John Q.
Solomon describes the virtuous woman. The heart of her husband trusts in her, and he will have no lack of gain. She does him good and not harm all the days of her life. Proverbs 31, 11, 12, ESV. Here, Solomon celebrates the power of a woman who supports her husband in all things. A godly woman's presence in her husband's life is a source of strength, trust, and encouragement. Her wisdom and kindness help build the household and propel her husband towards success and fulfillment. This passage highlights the partnership and mutual respect that should define Christian marriage. A husband and wife are called to support and uplift each other, working together in harmony to fulfill God's purposes.
For the record, I don't even believe in marriage, let alone a Christian marriage. But yeah, we just going over the types of women and how yeah. We just taking in the word right now. We just taking in some wisdom from one of the supposed wisest people that ever walked earth.
Number 6, the impact of relationships on our spiritual walk. Finally, Solomon's wisdom points to the profound impact that relationships, especially those with women, can have on our spiritual lives. In Ecclesiastes 7:26, Solomon confesses, "And I find more bitter than death the woman who is a snare, whose heart is snares and nets, whose hands are fetters." Ecclesiastes 7:26, ESV. Solomon warns that relationships with the wrong kind of woman can lead to spiritual bondage and distraction. A woman who draws a man away from God, who entices him into sin, is a snare. Just as he warns about the seductive woman, Solomon's point is that we must carefully guard our hearts and our relationships, ensuring that those we choose to walk with are aligned with God's will.
God's will. You want to align with God's will. I just wanted to let that breathe for a minute. I just had a little more. I was thinking about something too once. I mean, I'm just debating about some information I'm receiving right now. I'm just
King
trying to
Solomon's
see.
warnings about women often focus on the dangers of temptation and how easily one can fall prey to seductive influences. In Proverbs 5, Solomon warns his son about the adulterous woman and the consequences of following her path. He says, "For the lips of an adulteress drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil, but in the end she is bitter as gall, sharp as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps lead straight to the grave." Proverbs 5, 3-5.
It's funny, right? Because if you're a real nigga and you've been around, like you've been doing your thing for a minute, you know what I'm saying? You like every time they say something about some of these, you get a visual of an individual. Everybody, nigga, you get a visual of an individual, and you still dealing with that with a visual, boy. You might need to move accordingly, my boy. You definitely want to move accordingly, my boy. I promise you that, boy.
5.
That's the way to do that.
Here, Solomon uses vivid imagery to
We gonna run that
sword
back. We gonna run that
consequences
back.
of. In Proverbs 5, Solomon warns his son about the adulterous woman and the consequences of following her path. He says,
Right.
"For the lips of an adulteress drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is bitter as gall, sharp as a double-edged sword."
Cold-blooded. When I heard that, I just heard cold blood. That bitch is cold-blooded.
Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave.
Cold-blooded.
Proverbs 5:3-5. Here, Solomon uses vivid imagery to describe the allure of temptation. Sweet, appealing, and seductive on the surface, but ultimately destructive.
Ultimately destructive, nigga.
Imagine being able to build an app with your
Ultimately destructive, nigga.
Of recognizing and avoiding the allure of sinful desires. Solomon's words reflect the warning is clear. While the path of temptation may appear pleasant at first, it leads to spiritual death and separation from God. Solomon's words reflect the wisdom of recognizing and avoiding the allure of sinful desires. In Proverbs 7, he expands on this idea, telling the story of a young man who is lured into an affair by a woman dressed provocatively, enticing him with promises of pleasure and satisfaction. Solomon warns that the young man, failing to recognize the danger, is led straight to ruin. He urges his son to stay far from such temptations. Keep to a path far from her. Do not go near the door of her house, lest you lose your honor to others. Proverbs 7:25-26. This passage underscores the importance of avoiding situations where temptation can thrive. Solomon is not suggesting that women, in general, are dangerous, but that falling into sinful, unhealthy relationships can cause immense harm. His warning is about guarding the heart and mind against any form of sexual temptation that leads to spiritual destruction. The power of wise and righteous women, Proverbs 31. While Solomon warns against the dangers of temptation, he also extols the value of a wise and righteous woman. Proverbs 31 offers a beautiful picture of the ideal woman, a woman who fears the Lord, works diligently, and brings honor to her husband and family. Solomon acknowledges that a wise woman is a blessing, and her influence is both powerful and life-giving. A wife of noble character who can find, she is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. Proverbs 31:10-11. A woman who fears the Lord and lives according to wisdom is a priceless treasure. Solomon's description is one of a woman who is not only virtuous, but also strong, wise, and resourceful. Her influence in the household and community is not one of manipulation or control, but of grace and godliness. She is a partner in fulfilling God's purposes on earth, and her beauty is reflected in her character and her devotion to God and her family. This contrast between the dangerous woman and the wise woman illustrates a key point in Solomon's wisdom. The power of relationships, particularly those with women, is immense. They can either lead you to destruction or build you up into the person God has called you to be. The perils of unequally yoked relationships. 1 Kings 11:1-4. King Solomon's own life serves as a powerful testimony to the consequences of marrying women who do not share his faith. Although Solomon was gifted with unparalleled wisdom, his later years were marked by a gradual spiritual decline. One of the key factors contributing to this decline was his relationships with foreign women who worshipped other gods. In 1 Kings 11:1-4, we read, King Solomon, however, loved many foreign women besides Pharaoh's daughter, Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. They were from nations about which the Lord had told the Israelites, "You must not intermarry with them, because they will surely turn your hearts after their gods." Despite God's clear command to avoid intermarriage with those who worshipped idols, Solomon's heart was turned away by his foreign wives, who led him to worship other gods. Solomon's sin was not just in his marriages, but in his failure to heed God's warning about being unequally yoked. The lesson here for us is not about condemning women from different backgrounds or cultures, but rather about the danger of allowing our hearts to be swayed by influences that draw us away from God. Solomon's story shows that when we form intimate relationships with people who do not share our faith and values, we risk compromising our spiritual integrity and devotion to God. The importance of wisdom in choosing a spouse. While King Solomon offers many warnings about women, the Song of Solomon reveals the beauty of a godly romantic relationship. In this poetic book, Solomon celebrates love, commitment, and the mutual respect between a husband and wife. Though not explicitly a warning, the Song of Solomon highlights the significance of love that is pure, respectful, and built on God's design for marriage. In Song of Solomon 2:16, the bride says, "My beloved is mine, and I am his. He browses among the lilies." This verse speaks to the joy and fulfillment that comes from a relationship grounded in mutual respect, love, and commitment. The relationship is not based on superficial attraction or temporary pleasures, but on a deep, unshakable bond. The wisdom here lies in understanding that marriage is a divine gift, meant to reflect the love and unity between Christ and his church. Solomon's writings on love and relationships show that while caution is necessary, a relationship rooted in mutual faith and respect can be a source of immense joy and blessing. A warning against pride and self-righteousness, Ecclesiastes 7:26-29. In Ecclesiastes, Solomon reflects on the futility of life without God. In chapter 7, he offers a warning about pride and the dangers of looking down on others, particularly in relationships with women. He writes, "I find more bitter than death the woman who is a snare, whose heart is a trap, and whose hands are chains. The man who pleases God will escape her, but the sinner she will ensnare." Ecclesiastes 7:26. Here, Solomon is warning not just about women, but about the pride and arrogance that can arise when one fails to recognize their need for God's wisdom. The trap isn't just in the relationship itself, but in the heart that becomes hardened and self-righteous. Solomon urges us to approach relationships with humility, knowing that only by God's grace can we avoid the snares of temptation, including those that may arise from prideful or self-serving attitudes.
Acts on that. Hold on.
The call to lead is to approach relationships with humility, but in the heart that becomes hardened and self-righteous. Solomon urges us to approach relationships with humility, knowing that only by God's grace can we avoid the snares of temptation, including those that may...
Only by God's grace can you avoid the snares of temptation, my brothers. Only by the grace of God himself, the God within you. Only with that grace of God within your essence that you're made in his image of, will you be able to avoid the snares of temptation, my brothers. Message.
arise from prideful or self-serving attitudes. The call to lead urges us to approach relationships with humility, knowing that only by God's grace can we avoid the snares of temptation, including those that may arise from prideful or self-serving attitudes.
Message.
The call to lead with love and humility. Ultimately, King Solomon's warnings about women are not meant to diminish or disempower women, but to emphasize the importance of godly wisdom in relationships. Solomon's wisdom calls men to lead with love, humility, and integrity, and to avoid relationships that lead them away from God. It's a reminder that God's design for relationships is about mutual respect, faithfulness, and purity. As Christians, we are called to see the value of every person, whether male or female, as created in the image of God.
If that was true, if that was actually true, if that was 100% factual, there's no way it would have been so many Christians that was part of the Ku Klux Klan or part of slavery and enslaving niggas and all that other bullshit. Anyway, I'm not gonna get too deep.
Solomon's warnings.
Um, I visited this. I visited this. I clicked on this video not for the religion portion, just for the wisdom portion of the women that you will deal with in your life as this eternal nigga. That shit ain't gonna change the type of women that will ruin a king and ruin a king's potential and destroy a king's empire. We looking at the wisdom. We just getting the wisdom from this at this moment. As let this be a real nigga reaction. That's just a real nigga message.
Should be seen not as a condemnation of women, but as a call to men and women alike to live in wisdom,
That's just an R&R
recognizing
message.
the power of relationships to build.
I noticed I noticed this motherfucking this social media shit getting weird, bro. It's like I'm 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 on the verge of creating a phenomenal site for all of us. Every last one of you motherfuckers that just don't have no filter like me and love to talk shit and don't want to be motherfucking punished for speaking your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. My real niggas, I'm working
Or
on it.
destroy.
I'm working on something.
King Solomon's wisdom offers timeless insights into the power and influence that women have in our lives.
I'm working on something.
His warnings aren't meant to diminish women, but to
Right.
guide us in recognizing the importance.
We're gonna keep reiterating that his warnings are not meant to diminish the women in any way, shape, or form. This is just wisdom and information being shared.
Of making wise choices in relationships,
Yes.
whether it's in marriage, friendship, or other areas of life. Solomon teaches us to seek
Let's go
relationships
over that again.
to diminish women, but to guide us in recognizing the importance of making wise choices in relationships,
It's
meant to
guiding us
into the power and influence that women have in our lives.
of making wise decisions.
His warnings aren't meant to diminish women, but to guide us in recognizing the importance of making wise choices in relationships, whether it's in marriage, friendship, or other areas of life. Solomon teaches us to seek relationships that are rooted in the fear of the Lord, built on trust, and free from the snares of temptation. As we reflect on Solomon's warnings, let us remember that the wisdom he shared was not just for the men of his time, but for all of us today.
Facts.
By following his guidance, we can build lives and relationships that honor God, reflect his love, and bring lasting peace and joy.
That's an AI baby. That's crazy. They finna start getting paid off of AI babies that look like your baby. And they gonna say it ain't your baby, so you can't get paid. It's an AI baby. But they took the picture of your baby off social media and the image. And they just used it on an AI baby. That shit crazy, ain't it? Anyway, we gonna stop sharing because I don't know what the hell that shit over with, and we gonna end that real nigga reaction like that. You feel me? Yeah. Uh, that wasn't actually what I was intending on watching. It was something really more. It was something else I was really searching for. I didn't really find it and shit. But know that that's over with. I don't see the other shit. That shit looked hard. You see that? Hold on, we gonna go back to that. Hold on, y'all let's see shit because I took it off. Hold on. That shit looked hard, boy. Hold on, I might explore that a little bit more later. Definitely. Yeah, man. So when you fucking with these other niggas, bitches, bitch, don't you better not be trying to keep them for yourself, nigga. Basically, don't be trying to keep the other niggas bitch for yourself, nigga. That shit ain't gonna never work out. But don't let these hoes trick you, nigga. Don't let these hoes trick you because a hoe's final form is a bitch in church. I'm gonna tell you that. It's boy, look, I ain't never had a stuttering problem. Nah, you're not. That's what you're not finna do, bro. You're not finna use God to get a follow out of me, bro. That's what you're not finna do. Nigga try to use my love for God to get a follow out of me. No, bro, you're not finna do that, bro. You're not finna try to manipulate a follow out of me. See, that's what the fuck going on. And I ain't put that bitch up for a reason. Fuck them niggas. He is sus. Who the hell? I know y'all ain't talking. Y'all talking about Mano? Y'all talking about Mano? What the hell they talking about? Nasty Dark Secret. Oh my god. And then it's academic. This on academic shit. Oh, this poetic Flacco with hold on, goddamn it. What we on right now? I might need to start this over before we get into this.
Your opportunity.
Am I finna re-up this?
How
Bitch?
does the big dictator give it up?
Wrong.
It's so wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've never talked about this.
What the fuck is he talking about?
How does the big dictator give it up?
Wrong.
It's so wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've never talked about this. I like to be like a runaway slave.
Oh! Oh! Whoa!
It took Mano 20 years to build up his mystique.
Hold the fuck on, bro. Hold on, bro. It's moving a little too fast right now, man. This shit moving a little too fast right now. Hold on. I don't know. We finna go normal speed with this.
How does the big dictator give it up?
Wrong.
It's so wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've never talked about this. I like to be like a runaway slave.
Oh! Oh! Whoa!
It took Mano 20 years to build up his mystique and aura. It took academics 5 minutes. 5 to destroy it, bro. Y'all should let that man alone, man. Y'all should have left academics where he's at, bro. That man diabolical, bro. Academics went on stream with the intention to expose Mano. To expose him. And I'll be real. He pulled the okie doke. He started off as on some calm roasted. Then he just got into some diabolical exposing, bro. And it all started because obviously academics roasted Mano and Fabulous for not dressing their age. Mano clapped back on his platform, going off on academics. Ak responded back to Mano saying that he don't know if Mano was really listening because he ain't watched the full clip yet. He was gonna respond back on his next stream. He responded back on his next stream with a diabolical expose of Mano. This is horrible. This is bad, bro.
But see, this what you
Now,
not.
he first starts off.
Listen,
on
bro.
something.
This what niggas. This academics. You've been talking shit to niggas for a long time. You've been talking. You've been putting that. You pop your shit. You got niggas got your back. Mano don't give a fuck about none of that. We all know Mano is a nigga that really don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If he gonna put hands on you, if he wants to put hands, he's gonna put hands on you. He's gonna find you and he's gonna put hands on you. So when you go to popping that shit, I don't know. I don't. Let's just see what was said, man. I might just need to go to academics page because I know he. But you know what? Poetic be on his job. One
But it
thing
gets
about it,
spicier
if it need to be
as the
shown,
stream goes on. It gets spicier as he talks.
he can goddamn show.
This will forever change how you view Mano.
This is that. Yo, Mano, let me give you the details real quick. And this is why I told you, boy, you couldn't win a rap battle. Don't come over here and think you could win a battle on these microphones where we're talking and we're trading ideas with me. I keep telling you, I'm Jay-Z, Kareem, Wilt, Michael Jordan, and Tom Brady rolled up in one. You can't fuck with me. Come on, stop playing. So let me talk to you real quick. When you're talking about, let me hear what you say again.
Nah, it's either you understand or you don't. Period. Point blank. You understand? And when you speak about fashion and when you speak about what is wearing today, let me just give you some game.
You can't give me no game.
Oh. Tim's, Air Force.
Hold on. Let me just address that real quick.
Tim's, and when you speak about time, it's either you a lame or you not. It's either you with it or you not. It's either you understand or you don't.
Respectfully, Mano, Jim Jones, y'all can't give me no game. Let me tell y'all the goddamn truth. Let me just break it down.
Act you my brother, man. You know I'll lay something down for you, man. All right, I'll lay something down for you, twin. But when it comes to fashion, I think Mano can give you advice, me advice. I think Fabulous can give a lot of people advice.
Facts. Like, first of all, I think academics just got in his feelings. Like, academics is a bit sensitive at times, and we know this. We all know academics is. Come on, man. This is the same guy said he was head of the Pussy Nigga Association. You know that's an emotional guy, man. You no way you can be head of a Pussy Nigga Association and not being an emotional guy. So, sensitive guy. So you know he's very sensitive in certain aspects. Even if this shit was about clothes. This shit was about fashion. This shit started with him talking about Fabulous headband. Fabulous don't give a fuck, man. Fabulous like, that's what's up. Hey, Fabulous like, I don't give a damn about what this nigga talking about, man. He grew up, he's a fan. Like, let him talk.
When it comes to fashion,
but Mano
was talking about that.
Got time.
But Act right now,
Mano was
even
never
if
that
Act
big.
heard what Mano was saying, man, Act ain't trying to get a lot of reason, right? Act is in full crash out mode.
Right there.
So Act begins to tell Mano and goes on this rant about how Mano is now in his lane, in his space with the podcast and the media, and he's 100% correct. Yo, I don't think y'all understand this lane didn't exist before academics. Like, this lane of hopping online and talking about hip-hop news did not exist before academics. Academics curated this lane. And this
no, bro, we're not gonna do that either, bro. The lane existed. Now he may have remixed it for lack of the term that I'm forgetting at this moment. He damn sure what's it called? Built on it, helped build that lane or whatever. But it definitely was a lane. We're not gonna act like it wasn't a lane. But it was a lane. It was a handful of niggas that were doing the same shit as he was doing before he was doing it. And we're not finna do that. We finna take time right now to acknowledge them people. Cause I know them niggas. I was one of them niggas. you know what I'm saying? So we just think he was going like YouTube guidelines got in the way. They started updating shit. Niggas they keep this shit going. Niggas in the street, niggas really doing the groundwork in the streets with music with that shit. So niggas wasn't on the internet like that. So little bro, little cuz, that's little cuz. That's that generation, little cousin that was on that bit. That's what they do, and that's what he did. He just took it and kept it more cause kept running with it and reinvented that shit. And he created his own lane for that. That's what happened. Now he created his own lane, and niggas did start hopping in his lane after a while. You feel me? But it was a lane full of niggas. We're not finna act like it was nobody else doing what he was doing before he was doing it.
Developed and left podcasts and other avenues. So essentially, academics is the godfather of what we currently see. I think
no, I'm not even gonna say that either. I would say he's not a godfather. No, he could definitely be one of the forefathers. Not a godfather. No, hell no.
I think Vlad. I think Say Cheese. Right, those three. I think played a really important role and a pivotal role in creating this particular lane right now. So Mano meant fashion, but Ack would essentially take the larger overall point, and I wouldn't even call it a larger overall point. Academics just needed a reason to violate Mano, so he took it.
And y'all could print this, put this everywhere. Y'all went from being lobby boys to the pod boys. Y'all was hustling on the block of being in the streets. Then y'all went from being lobby boys to the pod boys. Y'all was hustling on the block of being in the streets. Then y'all was hustling with the microphones and being rappers. Y'all over here trying to hustle on my block, the block that I built. This y'all doing? I helped build, nigga. Remember that.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Now you getting ahead of yourself, bro. This is not that. That is not. That was not that. This is not that, bro. Nah, bro. So you got on your shit to pop your shit. More like, oh, this is my shit. This is. Oh, you went on your Soldier Boy shit. That ain't that, bro. That ain't that.
So y'all can't talk about.
Like right now, what I'm hopping in, what I'm doing right now, I'm reacting. I'm in a reaction, right? I'm doing reaction shit, saying real nigga reactions and just doing shit, right? You know who lane I just hopped in? I hopped in DJ Ghost Lane. This DJ Ghost Lane. I know this DJ Ghost Lane. I know it is. You nigga can't tell me I know who lane I just hopped in. But guess what, bitch? I was doing this shit before he was doing that shit. I just started back doing this shit. You know how much shit I had got took it down 10 years ago, nigga? Because they want to update 13 years ago, nigga. They want to update YouTube guidelines and shit. After my shit was up for 2 years, they talk about, oh, this is a form of bullying. How, bitch? We cracking jokes and telling bitches to not do stupid challenges and stupid shit. They just went to taking down a nigga shit. Like, it's like, bro, it's like shit be pointless. Like, when I'm finna motherfucking what? Keep appealing this shit with these crackers on their website. And they gonna keep telling me, nah, bro, you still violated women. That shit really ain't no violate. Like, y'all just don't understand. Like, it's a cultural divide. They always say that shit, right? That's why I'm working on my own shit. I'm definitely working on my own shit. I got to. YouTube, all them, they big now. They're big now. But that shit flaw. That shit ain't real. You can't even say it. You can't even be like, you know what? I ain't finna get into that shit. I ain't finna get into
Hey,
I go too
because
deep.
I never came to y'all block. I ain't come to y'all block like, yo, I can't get no money. So yo, listen, yo, could I sell a brick over here? Yo, I can't, yo, my shit's slow over there. Could I start rapping? No, nigga. Rap slowed up. Nobody listening to y'all. Facts. Right? Y'all couldn't clearly get nothing in. Well, I don't want to encourage nobody to get nothing in the streets. Y'all on my block. My block is a podcast broadcasting.
Nah, bro, that's some hating shit. What you just said. you just said. I just feel like that was some hating shit. I feel like that was some hating shit.
Nobody listening to y'all.
You could
Facts.
probably shit.
Start rapping? No, nigga. Rap slowed up. Nobody listening. I can't, yo, my shit's slow over there. Could I start rapping? No, nigga. Rap slowed up.
What makes
Nobody
so bad he did start rapping.
listening to y'all. Facts. Right?
He did.
Y'all couldn't clearly get nothing in. Well, I don't want to encourage nobody to get nothing in the streets. Y'all on my block. My block is a podcast broadcasting block. You on my block. I can't be lame. The lame nigga created the block you're with.
I know what academics said. Probably got a
Okay, so that was your rebuttal for them calling
Before
you
you
lame.
respond, let me ask you a question.
All right,
Can you
I understand
disagree?
then.
Can you disagree that it's at least disrespectful to get into a lane somebody built and then call them lame while you try to imitate and do the same thing? Maybe you don't like how academics report. Maybe you don't like how academics talk. Maybe you don't like how academics pod or do media.
But what we not gonna do either, bro, act like Mano ain't on the fucking show and wasn't with the radio show, bitch, Angela Yee, that been doing this shit before. You know what I'm saying? So he really on some radio. They really not in it's the same area, but the shit Mano, it's not, and the shit Mano and academics doing is not the same at all. It's not the same lane. Mano is doing more radio type podcast, but it's on the internet now because of the way the times have changed. You feel me? So, but I digress.
But to get into a lane and then call the Godfather a lame or a weirdo is crazy. Now, I know what the
No, it
counter
ain't.
argument is going to be. Because
No, the fuck it ain't. That shit ain't. No, it ain't. No, the fuck it ain't. Because we do it in rap all the time. Bitch, this is hip hop. You niggas get old, you niggas is lame. You niggas is lame, crazy. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You niggas, what? What? That shit ain't popping no more, man. You old, bro. Get the fuck on, man. We don't want to. What? You talking about T.I.? Man, we ain't listen to no T.I., man. We listen to young NBA young boy, man. You don't get the fuck on that. Nigga talking about the king of the South, man. We ain't talking about the king of the South right now, man. We ain't talking about the king of the South. talking about. You feel me? Like, niggas out here talking about Run DMC. Run DMC. Man, this is him. Boy, we're not finna do that, man. Run DMC. Oh shit! Oh no! All right, that's my fault. I hit the wrong button.
On Twitter, I see it online. I already know it, right? A lot of y'all's probably already typing it right now, man. How dare you say you created a lane in hip hop media? You Jamaican. Hip hop media is created by Foundation Black American. Culture is out. Culture, what's this up? You Jamaican, you. And I'll say this, man. Hip hop is Black American culture. I think anybody who's not a Black American who's in hip hop is a guest. But we're still foreigners at the end of the day. And hip hop was created by Black Americans. It was cultivated, it was built, it was promoted, it grew on the backs of Black Americans. So me being a foreigner, even though I'm a Black man and I believe that we're all Black and we're all one, I also have to recognize that I'm a foreigner. And because of that, like, we're still guests in hip hop because hip hop was created, curated, built, grew by Black Americans. So when people hear academics say, this is my lane, this is my stuff, I think y'all may misunderstand him. He's not talking about, hey, I created hip hop,
bro,
or hey, I created the media space in hip hop. He's talking about specifically a subsector, a subcategory of hip hop media, which is this YouTube stuff. Ak was the first one to start creating daily YouTube videos documenting news in hip hop. Now, right now, it probably seems too common that it's hard to even understand a world where that didn't exist. I'm telling you, there was a world where that didn't exist. If you would have clicked on YouTube in 2012, you wouldn't have seen a daily hip hop news channel. Academics was
cap, bro. That is cap, bro. You know what? I don't even want to do no research on this shit because I know that's fucking cap, bro. The fuck is you talking about? I know too. Listen, bro. Just cause niggas, you know what I'm saying, ain't keep doing it consistently for 10 years like academics, 15 years of shit. You feel me? Don't mean niggas wasn't doing the shit. I know it's a nigga
first. He curated that lane.
Listening
so because
to
of that,
shit, like,
and we
get
know
the
that
fuck
lane
outta
is
here.
what sparked and grew into podcasting, and now what we see right now is the current landscape. Ak is still the godfather of this. I don't think it's crazy that he demands respect, that he asks for people like Jim Jones and others to respect him. And
No,
to
he
respect
biased.
Built,
He biased because that's his partner, though. I
in his
understand.
lane.
If that
This
was
is
my
when
partner, I'd
academics
do the
decided to
same
get petty.
shit too.
And so, there's a difference between an academics and a Mano, and there's levels to this. Academics decided he was going to do some research on Mano and expose him, and I felt bad, man. Watching this, I felt bad for Mano, dog. Because it just wasn't fair. It was some nasty work, bro. So Ak did some research on Mano and essentially began to reveal some things to us that I didn't know about Mano. And I've known about Mano for a long time. I didn't know this information about Mano. And it's information that would change how you perceive or view Mano for the rest of your life.
Just like how you have online info about me that, maybe I've said some stuff, they're like, man, Ak lame, Ak whack. Thank you for potting. You've now given me info about you. And me analyzing that, you look a little bit, okay. You're telling me what type of nigga you are. Because when you were rapping, you were talking all that extra shit. You seem like a different person. But now that you're potted, I'll find out the truth.
Ready.
Because I was
They snuck out the
promise.
back. They left in a helicopter off the roof.
Yes, whatever. I'm going to go back. I gotta.
That shit is traumatizing,
Yes, it's
bro.
traumatizing, bro.
You
Been out there
dealing
waiting,
with a lot.
waiting all that time.
Mainly you're traumatized by the strippers you wasted hundreds of thousands on. It's okay. You were traumatized. It's okay, my boy. Now, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Come on, Micro. I'm a big dictator. Stop playing with me. Everything I say, they call that boy Chicken.
My name is Chicken George.
Chicken for chicken nugget. Stop playing with me. Come on, Micro. I'm a big dictator. Stop playing.
The big dictator. That's a big dictator. Now, I get it. Hey, listen, Mano, you're going off the deep end here, Mano. I didn't think we were going to talk about sexual escapades and how we handle it in the bedroom, but you're the big dictator, right? Chat, here's the thing. You want to hear how the big dictator gives it up? I got you, chat. This is how the big dictator gives it up.
What are you talking about? It did for all them years.
Did you like that?
Huh?
No, what was the role play? Yeah.
The role play.
What was the role?
This feels like it's gonna be so
How does the big dictator give it up?
wrong.
It's so wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've
Oh my
never talked
God.
about this.
Dun, dun, dun.
I like to be like a runaway slave.
Oh! Am I surprised that a dude who was in and out of jail his entire life has some weird fetishes that's involved in inflicting punishment? I'm not. Because it don't just stop, by the way, at I like to, act like a runaway slave. No, there's another degree to this that's pretty disturbing. Every weirdo, by the way, who expressed they have this fetish is always the same archetype. It's always a super thugged out, super gangster with criminal history who acts super hard, who's like super masculine, super machismo. It's always them. Maybe pretending to be masculine, pretending to be super hard 24/7. You kind of want to get dominated. But why is this the first resort? Like, y'all know y'all could channel y'all inner feminine doing other things, right? Like, you could hire like a dominant woman and have her like step on you or something, right? Or do weird things.
Let's finish.
I'll be
hearing
real
this
with y'all.
shit,
And y'all might
bro.
look at me a
Can we
little funny.
finish hearing this shit?
I'm not somebody who would ever engage
Before
in
we
either
make a
activity. I'm
goddamn
cool, right? I like
assumption.
vanilla. I like women. But if Mano would confess, or if Mano had confessed that he liked getting pegged, I would have looked at that as more acceptable than pretending to be a runaway slave. And
Man, what the fuck did this nigga just say? Morris, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Who the fuck mans is this? This this academics mans. What the fuck did the nigga just say?
asking your white
Oh,
Mano
man.
had confessed that he liked getting pegged, I
Hold
would
on, let's
Mano would
let's go.
engage in either activity. I'm
Listen
cool,
to
right?
what
I
this
like
nigga just
vanilla. I like women. But if Mano would confess, or if Mano had confessed that he liked getting pegged, I would have looked at that as more acceptable than pretending to be a runaway slave and asking your white partner to do this to you. Oh!
Hold on, what did they ask? Hold on now.
This
hold
Smith
the fuck
machine
on.
feels solid.
Hold the
It has
fuck on, bro. This to you? Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck, Mano? What the fuck did you have this bit? What the fuck did you have this white lady do to you, bro? Talk about as a runaway slave. And this nigga that would make this nigga say it would be more acceptable to hear you admit to be it. What? Hold, man. I'm thinking I'm finna just play 2K. I don't think I want to look at this shit no more. I think I'm just gonna play 2K.
6-inch length.
I'm just gonna play 2K, dog. I don't think I'm just gonna play 2K.
The big and asking your white partner to do this to you. Oh, the big what? The big dictator is a runaway slave? Mano, you know you don't fucked up. You can't fuck with me on this goddamn mic, man. You can fuck with rappers and rap. You think you gonna fuck with me podcasting? Are you dumb? I freestyle. Come on, bro.
You say you can't fuck with niggas in rap. You think you gonna fuck with me in this shit in the podcast? That nigga said, I'm Chase T. I'm motherfucking float all these niggas rap to one on this motherfucking mic. What? All he got is time to do this shit, bro. You're never gonna beat him. And academics, I think you're mistaken if you think Mano is attempting to beat you at this game. He doesn't give a fuck about that. He was just responding with his rebuttal. I don't know how far you're gonna go with this with borderline disrespect. Two mountains will never meet.
It's a reason when like y'all see me, y'all like, yo, we gotta fuck him up because it's like right here, y'all can't win. The big dictator.
Yes.
Did you like that?
Huh?
No, what was the role play? Yeah.
The role play.
What was the role?
This feels like it's gonna be so wrong.
It's so wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've
Oh my
never talked
God.
about this.
You should talk about it.
I like to be
Yeah,
like
you
a
know it's
runaway
wrong.
slave.
Okay, no. Mano, what? Oh my God.
I like to play like a runaway slave.
Okay.
I like to play like a disobedient slave with a white woman.
So tell me like what you
The big dictator.
A disobedient slave with a white woman.
So tell me like what you
The big dictator. Whole time I'm calling you Mano, I should call you Togi. Whole time I'm calling you Mano, your name should be Mano Kente.
Now you
Kunta
get
Mano.
it. Now this
Kunta
where the
Kente,
disrespect.
whatever one you want.
Now
Mano,
that's where the disrespect come in.
say.
Right.
Yes, Master. I was sorry.
It's two. It's two of them. Like it's like me getting whooped, right?
Mano, you the big dictator fantasize about getting whooped. Mano, stop it. Mano, you gotta cut it out. Mano, here's the thing. You claim you DM'd a few chicks about me, which I don't think you did because you're talking to strippers. I don't talk to strippers. You're waiting outside the strip club. I don't do that. But now you're saying you're the big dictator, and now you're saying you role play getting whooped.
You gotta relax. Academics.
Play slave.
Okay.
I like to play like a disobedient slave with a white woman.
So tell me like what you say. Yes, Massa. I'm sorry.
It's two. It's two of them. Like it's like me getting whooped, right?
You get whooped?
It's like I play like you whip, but most of them don't want to play like that. This
yeah, I was gonna say, what white woman goes along with this?
They don't want to play like that. They don't. This is my. It's like, listen, you're gonna act like your masters. They don't. Two. It's two of them. Like it's like me getting whooped, right?
You get whooped?
It's like I play like you whip, but most of them don't want to play like that. This
yeah, I was gonna say, what white woman goes along with this?
They don't want to play like that. They don't. This is my. It's like, listen, you're gonna act like your master's wife,
and I'm the one.
And I just got whooped by Massa for eyeballing.
Yo, a chick, Mano, as a 53-year-old man, telling a white woman that treat me like a runaway slave and whoop me like I ran away is diabolical.
Mano admitted this on a podcast himself.
It's
so I guess
more
it's
than
not
diabolical. It's more than diabolical, goddamn it. It's more than diabolical. What is a stronger word to use than diabolical?
A stronger word for diabolical is satanic, fiendish, or malevolent. Would you like me to suggest a word specific?
No, that's perfect. Malevolent. Hold on.
A stronger word for diabolical is satanic, fiendish, or malevolent.
Malevolent. We're gonna use the word malevolent. I don't want to use it. We could use fiendish. We could use fiendish too. Malevolent and fiendish. We're not gonna use Satan. It's borderline. But we're gonna say that shit is malevolent, man. I'm tired of hearing that. That shit's malevolent. That's what we going with on my shit. This shit's fiendish. Fiendish? All right, fiendish. I think fiendish is more. Yeah, fiendish. That shit, yeah. I like malevolent because it's like, the bitch is gonna have to look that up when they hear that shit.
Exposing per se.
Fiendish, they gonna think it's something else. They're gonna think it means something else, but I say fiendish. So malevolent.
Lip service is a big podcast.
Word of the day for Monday, malevolent.
Well, he probably
Monday's word of the day for December 8th. Monday, 2025. Malevolent. A synonym for diabolical.
Said that and thought, man,
a stronger word for
I wish I
diabolical.
could get that off, man. Yo, I think anybody with I think anybody with weird fetishes like that has to have a proclivity for homosexual activities. That's just me though. I don't think I can look at Mano the same after this, man. You let me know.
You just called a man a sissy because he said he like to pretend to be a runaway slave. He compared. Hold on, I tell you, you compare the man to having homosexual. Let me clear that up. I gotta clear that up. God damn it! This is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm creating my shit. You compare the man. I almost said it again. I almost said it. You compare the man. You compare it to homosexual activity for a role player to be a runaway slave with a white woman. And then he said, I don't even think the shit. Look, you made me think about it, right? And then I was like, what the fuck would he motherfucker say? No, the fuck shit that he said about men. Some bullshit. Man, this nigga crazy, bro. This nigga's funny, boy. Hey, boy. Get you a team with an alliance with some loyal niggas like these niggas is to act, boy. Cause boy, look, boy, look. I can't believe that nigga said that shit, my man. Oh boy, y'all niggas ain't shit, boy. I don't know, boy. And this is how 2025 is ending. If this is how 2025 is ending at this moment, we don't. I can just imagine how this shit finna begin in 26. Y'all stay tuned. Real nigga reactions. We consistent. I am capital. Create a positive impact today and later. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them haters. Get your paper straight like that. We in the lit house. Whatever you do, make sure you keep the light within you shining bright. You feel me? Fuck that shade. Get paid. And that's every single motherfucking day. Hustlers on a mission every day. You feel me? Home Meat TV. Dividendsapparel.com. Still under construction, but we will be back. I promise you that. Dividends fresh. I like how that sound. We probably gonna run with that. Hey man, real niggas do what they want to do. Bitch niggas do what they can. Hoe ass niggas gonna talk about it and fuck niggas gonna hate regardless. I promise you that. So do your shit to the fullest, nigga. I don't give a fuck what they think, and you shouldn't either. Till next time, in the next real nigga reaction, another R&R moment. I'll catch y'all bitches later, man. Get you some rest and relaxation.
I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heaven.